What is going on, guys? Josiah LaRue here. So today we're talking about CES. So yeah, today we're going to be talking about CES. Now I know I did several videos last week, which you can see here, here, and here, about CES and what all was going on. But I just wanted to give you guys a final update of my thoughts of what came out of CES 2015, what's cool, what's hot, and what we can be expecting to look at for the next year in technology. So let's dive into that. Here are some of the biggest things that came out of CES. First of all, curved TVs. Curved TVs are the next big thing. A combination of curved and 4K. So large, wide, ultra high definition screens, 4K or higher, and curved. Because curved actually makes sense for some applications. More for a computer screen than a TV screen, I think. But let me explain why. So a curved TV actually has a slight angle of about 10 degrees, and so when you're sitting in front of it in like a computer screen, it actually makes a lot of sense because you're the sole viewer. It kind of wraps the experience around you and it looks great. However, on a TV, when you're sitting on the couch, those who are sitting on the edges can't see or looking at it at an angle instead of flat across. So the viewing is a little bit different. The people who get the best out of a curved TV, I think, are those who sit in the middle. So I think it's going to be a little bit of hit or miss about whether people think that curved TVs for the general public is going to be a big thing, but curved TVs for a computer, I think, are an awesome idea, and I can't wait to see more of them. The next big thing that came out of CES was technology in cars. Probably the coolest things are auto driving, electric vehicles, and then the integration of your smartphone into the car. Audi was a big pioneer in pretty much all of these things. They had an electric car, I believe, as well as integration of, along with an integration of Android and iOS into their SUV, a tablet to control your car, and self-driving. In fact, they had their car self-drive itself from San Francisco all the way to the show floor at CES. The technology behind this is actually quite interesting. It drives down the freeway just fine. It's 50, 60, 70 miles an hour, no residential areas. It can detect cars all around it and it'll just keep driving. But then when it enters residential areas, it can detect that. It can detect more people coming in, slower speeds or whatever, and it forces you to take over. In that it starts indicating that, and if you don't take over right away, it'll actually slow down and direct itself to the side of the road until you start driving the car manually again. So I think this is really the way of the future. A car that will drive itself down the freeway, where most people get the most bored just driving a car. I'm just driving down the interstate. And then when it's in residential stop and go and everything, then an actual human who has the brain power to, see when people are being stupid and try pulling in front of you, can react a little bit better. That's not to say that the technology isn't there to help you with that too. Automatic braking, automatic cruise control that buffers when people slow down in front of you to automatically keep your distance. Stuff like that is already here and it's growing, but the technology for self-driving cars is, I think, probably one of the coolest, and I'm so proud of Audi and some of the other guys who came forward with this, and I can't wait to see it integrated in cars in the future. The Best of CES award actually went to Dish with their Sling TV service, which I think is interesting, which is, it's not a physical product, it's just a web service. But I think for most people is the idea of cable television over the internet. So you don't have to have an expensive package, and you don't have to be tied to your TV. You can just do it wherever you have a computer, and also on any type of external device, whether it's Roku or Chromecast or Amazon Fire TV or a whole bunch of other ones, or just on your laptop or whatever, or your mobile device. So I'm really excited for this because even if it's not wildly successful, it creates competition and it makes the cable providers think, wow, are we maybe overcharging for stuff when people just want a $20 minimum package instead of the hundreds of dollars for these random channels that people actually want to watch thrown in with all the other crap? So I think that's really cool. Razer actually won Best of CES People's Choice and Gaming for their Razer Forge TV. And as I talked about here, it's a cool product and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. I've already been reviewing some other Razer products. videos coming soon, and I love them. And the Forge TV is huge. It's pretty much combining what we've already seen with the Shield, but then with a Android TV, so it's not limited to just gaming. You can also watch Netflix, you can watch Chromecast, you can watch Hulu, Amazon Prime, and a whole bunch of other stuff on that device. So the possibilities for the Forge TV are very big, and I cannot wait to see how popular it is this year. Other things worth mentioning again are the NVIDIA Tegra X1. That mobile processor from NVIDIA is going to be huge. I think we're going to see it in a lot of things, including probably a new Shield, as well as other tablets and other ARM devices. The ability to pack nearly a 2-year-old graphics, the ability to pack pretty much the punch of a 2-year-old full-size desktop's graphics card in a tiny chip that goes in your mobile device that sips power but packs a punch is quite amazing. And I'm really excited to see what people can crank out of this chip. The other cool thing is what Intel has done with their new Broadwell M series, and the fact that they can produce such performance on a small chip, sipping power and again packing punch. So I think we're going to see this in a lot of new tablets running Intel, as well as possibly even a cell phone in the next couple of years, as Intel keeps using smaller and smaller dies, 14 nanometer, 12 nanometer, 10 nanometer. That's almost as much or smaller than cell phone CPUs already existing. So the fact that you can have a full x86 chip, so a full desktop processor, but for mobile, delivers a lot of potential. So it'll be interesting to see what people can roll out of this with Intel's new chips this year. So yeah guys, that's been some of my top stuff that comes out of CES. Overall, I really like the show, even though I wasn't there. I think that there's a lot of cool and exciting stuff coming up this year. Besides just the big stuff I talked about, you can check out Engadget. They're one of the sites that I follow a lot. They have all sorts of articles about all the little obscure things that appeared too, including stuff like electric skateboards, smart plants, and smart light bulbs, the whole connected house with smart automation that way, technology in cars, technology in mobile processors, phones, and everything else that came out of CES. Check out Engadget, they're pretty cool for that. Overall, I was pretty impressed. I cannot wait to see what the future holds. Hopefully I can get my hands on a lot of the products and review them for you guys. I'm pretty excited for stuff that's going to be coming soon. As I said, Razer Forge, definitely something I'm going to try and get my hands on, as well as some other stuff. So yeah, overall CES 2015, a great show, a lot of potential for this year in technology, and I can't wait to see what it holds. So yeah guys, let me know in the comment box down below, what did you think of my review of CES? Was there anything I missed? Anything I talked about that intrigued you, such as the Razer Forge TV, or Dish's new Sling TV, or mobile processors from NVIDIA or Intel? Let me know in the comment box down below. As always guys, thanks for watching. You can check out my videos about CES right here and what I talked about right here. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of my new content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!